Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a coin, and realizing it could be worth more than your car, your vacation, or even your first home. Sounds like a dream, right? But for collectors and savvy investors in the United States, that dream is real, and sometimes, it starts with something as simple as a 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yes, that tiny copper coin you might have brushed off as spare change could be a ticket to life-changing wealth. And the question burning in your mind right now might be, how could something so ordinary become so extraordinary? The story of the 1978 no-mint mark penny begins in the bustling mints of the late 1970s, when the United States was producing billions of coins. Among them, a rare few slipped through the process with a subtle yet powerful difference: no mint mark. In coin collecting, a mint mark is the hallmark of where a coin was produced: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Missing that mark? It's not a mistake, it's a golden opportunity. These coins are rare, and rarity in the coin world translates directly to value. You might ask yourself, how do I know if I've stumbled upon a coin like this in my pocket change? The answer lies in the eyes of those who study coins with the devotion of treasure hunters. Look closely at your 1978 pennies, no D, no S, and you could be holding a piece of American history that collectors are desperate to get their hands on. But let's pause for a moment. You might be thinking, is this really worth anything? After all, it's just a penny. Here's where the story gets exciting. Over the years, 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies have skyrocketed in demand. Auctions and coin shows report that collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar, sometimes tens of thousands, for a single specimen in exceptional condition. Imagine turning what used to sit unnoticed in your wallet into a sum that could fund a dream vacation, pay off debts, or invest in your future. Have you ever wondered how ordinary people have transformed their pocket change into millions? This is exactly the kind of opportunity that sparks that kind of life-altering success. And if you're asking yourself how to make money from coins, this is a real, tangible example where knowledge and timing converge into profit. Now, here's the part that makes your heart race. Finding a 1978 no-mint mark penny is not just about luck, it's about attention to detail, awareness, and understanding the market. Collectors across the United States are hunting for these coins, and when one surfaces, it's snapped up almost instantly. Picture yourself at an auction or a specialized coin shop, hearing the hammer drop, and realizing the coin in your hand is worth a fortune. Isn't that exhilarating? And yes, you might be asking, how do I sell old and rare coins in the USA, especially something like this penny? There's a path for every collector or investor. From reputable auction houses to online marketplaces and trusted coin dealers, you can turn your rare finds into cash safely and securely, often for maximum dollar value. But let's rewind a bit and explore why these coins are in such high demand. It's not just rarity, it's history. The 1978 no-mint mark penny represents an era in American coinage where small details mattered. It's a relic of a time when coins were made with care, not mass-produced in the digital sense of today. Collectors value this story as much as the coin itself. And here's a question for you: how often do you get the chance to hold history in the palm of your hand, to literally own a piece of the past that others will pay handsomely for? That thrill, that emotional connection, is what drives the fevered market for coins like this. If you're still on the fence, consider this: every day that goes by, more people discover the value hidden in their spare change. Those pennies lying forgotten in jars, drawers, or under couch cushions may be tomorrow's gold mines. And that brings us to the critical moment in this story: the decision. Will you act now, learn to identify these coins, and understand their worth? Or will you let them slip by, leaving others to seize the opportunity? The fear of missing out is real, and in the world of rare coins, hesitation can cost you tens of thousands of dollars. But here's the good news: the path to wealth is open to anyone willing to pay attention. Let's address the elephant in the room. How do you even know if your 1978 penny qualifies? It's simple, yet precise. Examine the coin under a magnifying lens. Look for the absence of a mint mark, study the sharpness of the strike, check for wear, and verify its authenticity. Collectors and dealers often grade these coins meticulously because a coin in near-perfect condition can command the maximum price. This raises another question: how do I sell old rare coins for the most money possible? The answer is preparation. Learn the grading system, consult trusted coin experts, and approach sales through reputable channels. Each step you take enhances the likelihood that your coin will fetch the highest bid in auction shops or private sales. Here's a pattern interrupt to reset your attention. Did you know that a single 1978 penny could be worth more than some luxury cars? Yes, that humble copper disc could outshine a brand new sports car in value if it's the right coin in the right condition. Surprising, isn't it? And this is exactly why collectors are so passionate. They see potential where others see mere change. Now, let's tie everything together. The journey of the 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is more than a story about coins, it's about opportunity, timing, and awareness. From overlooked pocket change to highly sought-after collector's items, these coins have the power to transform lives. You might be asking, how can I get started? How do I turn this knowledge into real profits? Start by examining your own coins, educate yourself about grading and authenticity, follow market trends, and engage with trusted coin dealers or auction houses. Every step you take brings you closer to unlocking the hidden wealth in your hands. So, what's the ultimate takeaway? The 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is not just a coin, it's a potential fortune waiting to be claimed. Its rarity, historical significance, and the ever-growing demand make it a golden opportunity for collectors and investors alike. Every time you sift through old coins, ask yourself, am I holding history? Am I holding wealth? Could this coin be the one that turns ordinary pocket change into an extraordinary fortune? Those who recognize the value, who act decisively, and who understand the market are the ones living the dream. And the truth is clear. A single 1978 no-mint mark penny could be worth the maximum dollar in today's market. Could that be your penny? Could that be your story of turning coins into wealth, from pocket change to millions? The time to act is now. Don't wait for someone else to discover what might be sitting in your own home. Examine your coins, learn the signs, and take that step toward unlocking incredible value. After all, in the world of rare coins, knowledge is power, and action is wealth. Your 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could be more than a relic, it could be your key to financial freedom and the luxurious lifestyle you've dreamed of. Imagine holding in your hand a tiny piece of history that could change your life forever. You glance down at a coin in your pocket, a 1979 VDB Lincoln 1-cent penny, and something about it catches your eye. Could this ordinary penny be worth thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars? You might think, it's just a penny. But in the world of rare coin collecting, that small copper disc can be a gateway to unimaginable wealth. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1979 VDB Lincoln penny era, its staggering market value, and how you could turn forgotten coins into life-changing opportunities. The story begins in 1979, a year many of us remember for pop culture and history, but for collectors, it marks a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage. The 1979 VDB Lincoln 1-cent was minted in Denver, and while most pennies went unnoticed, a few emerged with errors that made them extraordinarily rare. Mint errors are like nature's little surprises, unplanned, unpredictable, and immensely valuable. Imagine walking past a vending machine, dropping a penny, and discovering it was a coin worth more than most people earn in a month. That's the thrill of finding a rare error coin. Have you ever wondered how many pennies in your jar could actually be hidden treasures? How much money is sitting right under your nose? Now, let's talk about the coin itself. The 1979 VDB Lincoln 1-cent is famous for a variety of errors, from double dies to misstrikes. What does this mean? Picture the coin press as a giant, precise machine, stamping thousands of coins every minute. Sometimes, though, the press makes a mistake. The result? Coins that are visually unique, collectors crave them, and suddenly, your ordinary penny transforms into a high-demand collector's item. And yes, we're talking about maximum dollar value. People are paying tens of thousands of dollars at auction for coins like this. Can you imagine turning your forgotten pocket change into a life-changing windfall? It's not science fiction, it's happening every single day. You might be asking yourself, how do I know if my coin is one of these rare gems? It all starts with careful examination. Look at the details, the font, the date, the mint mark. Is there doubling on Lincoln's profile or the inscriptions? Does the coin have unusual lines or imperfections? These subtle differences can make the difference between a penny worth a few cents and one worth an absolute fortune. Now, here's a little secret: most people overlook these coins because they seem ordinary. That's your advantage. Have you ever felt the excitement of discovering something rare that others ignored? That rush is priceless. Before we get ahead of ourselves, let's pause for a moment. Imagine telling your friends you found a 1979 VDB Lincoln Penny worth hundreds of thousands, and their reaction is, "Really? That old thing?" Cue the eye roll, but inside, you know you're holding a ticket to a different life. Now, how do you actually turn this discovery into money? How do you sell old, rare coins in the USA and ensure you're getting top value? There are reputable auction houses, certified coin dealers, and online marketplaces that specialize in rare coins. The key is verification. A certified grading from a trusted authority can make the difference between a regular sale and a record-breaking auction. Have you ever thought about the adrenaline of watching a bid rise higher and higher, each click potentially changing your life? And here's the part that really excites collectors: the 1979 VDB Lincoln Penny error isn't just a coin, it's a story. Every scratch, every minting anomaly, is a snapshot of history. Owning one is owning a piece of time, and collectors around the world are willing to pay handsomely for that privilege. The market value of these coins can reach astronomical figures, millions in the right conditions. Picture this: coins that were once tossed into jars or lost in couch cushions are now commanding maximum dollar prices in auctions. Your forgotten pennies could be the key to a wealthy lifestyle. Let's shift gears for a moment. Did you know that some of the wealthiest coin collectors started just like you, with loose change in their pockets? They weren't born into it, they discovered the hidden value of coins and took action. The process is simple, yet it requires knowledge, patience, and courage. How do you make money from coins? How do you identify, verify, and sell them? How do you avoid common pitfalls and ensure that your treasure doesn't sit unnoticed in a drawer? These are the questions every aspiring collector asks, and the answers are what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Here's a little humor to keep things lively. Imagine finding a penny under your couch, only to discover it's worth more than your last paycheck. Would you go back to digging under the cushions with the same enthusiasm? Probably. But the point is clear: value is hidden in the most ordinary places. Have you ever felt that thrill when you realize something you ignored could actually change everything? That's the exact emotion rare coin collectors chase every day. So, how do you actually sell a 1979 VDB Lincoln Penny or any rare coin? First, you must confirm its authenticity. Professional grading services evaluate the coin's condition, verify errors, and certify its market value. Once graded, you can approach high-end coin dealers, auction houses, or specialized online marketplaces. Timing is crucial. The rare coin market is dynamic. Prices can fluctuate based on collector demand, economic conditions, and the uniqueness of your coin. How do you know when to sell for maximum profit? That's where strategy comes in. Just like in investing, knowledge and timing can turn a small coin into a windfall. Now, let's tie it all together. From the minting floor in Denver to the hands of collectors around the world, the journey of the 1979 VDB Lincoln Penny is nothing short of extraordinary. These coins represent history, rarity, and opportunity. They remind us that wealth is often hidden in plain sight and that careful observation, knowledge, and courage can turn small discoveries into life-changing fortunes. How many pennies in your jar could be your ticket to a millionaire lifestyle? How soon can you start your journey from pocket change to extraordinary wealth? And, most importantly, are you ready to take action before someone else claims what could have been yours? As we wrap up, remember this: every rare coin tells a story, every mint error is a chance, and every overlooked penny could be your goldmine. The 1979 D Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than just copper, it's a bridge to possibility. Whether you're curious about how to sell old rare coins in the USA, wondering about its value in an auction shop, or dreaming of a life where hidden treasures transform your reality, the moment to explore is now. Don't let your fortune sit idle, the time to act is today. So next time you reach into your pocket and pull out a penny, pause for a moment. Look closely. Examine it. Because that small, shiny piece of copper might just be the key to unlocking your next big adventure, a journey from ordinary change to extraordinary wealth, where history, rarity, and opportunity converge into a story that is uniquely yours. Imagine the day you hold a coin, watch bids climb, and realize that your simple discovery has turned into maximum dollar value. That's the power of rare coins. That's the 1979 D Lincoln 1-cent penny. We're diving deep into one of the most sought-after treasures in American numismatics, the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Not just a penny, but a gateway to wealth, history, and a story you never knew could be hiding in your own collection. Let's start with a question. Have you ever thought that your everyday pocket change could be worth more than your car, your vacation, or even your house? It sounds unbelievable, but the reality is, coins like the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny are commanding incredible prices in auctions, and collectors are scrambling to get their hands on them. Why? Because this coin isn't just rare, it's part of a select group of minting errors that collectors treasure above all else. Here's where the excitement kicks in. The 1984 Lincoln penny, produced by the United States Mint, usually features a small d or s to indicate the Denver or San Francisco Mint. But in some rare instances, pennies were struck without any mint mark at all. This seemingly small difference transforms an ordinary coin into a valuable artifact. The absence of a mint mark isn't a flaw, it's a deliberate anomaly, an error that has created a frenzy among collectors who recognize its rarity and potential for incredible profit. Can you imagine holding something so ordinary yet so extraordinary in the palm of your hand? Now, let's pause for a moment. You might be thinking, sure, it sounds interesting, but how do I know if I have one? Well, here's the twist. Many of these coins have been hiding in plain sight, in jars, drawers, and even loose change in your wallet. You could be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. Isn't that thrilling? And if you're like most people, the thought of discovering hidden treasure in your own home is both exhilarating and a little nerve-wracking. What if you pass it by without noticing? What if the coin you've ignored for decades could actually be worth thousands, or even millions? Today, let's dive into the story behind its value. In the world of rare coins, condition is everything. A 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in pristine condition, with sharp details and minimal wear, can fetch astronomical prices at auction. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar because the supply is incredibly limited. These coins represent not just monetary value, but history, an untouched moment from the past, frozen in copper. Every scratch, every shine, every contour tells a story of a time long gone, yet the market demand is stronger than ever. Have you ever held something that felt alive with history? That's exactly the sensation experienced when collectors acquire a penny like this, but let's be honest for a moment, finding one is only half the journey. The real question that excites everyone is, how do you turn a rare coin into real money? How do you sell old, rare coins in the United States and ensure you get the maximum value? Should you go to a local coin shop, sell online, or enter it into an auction? And here's a thought that might surprise you, selling rare coins isn't just about the coin itself, it's about timing, strategy, and knowing where the highest bidders congregate. Picture this, you hold a coin that could be worth millions. Do you wait for the right auction, or sell it immediately for a guaranteed price? How do you navigate that decision? And speaking of auctions, have you ever wondered how much collectors are willing to pay for coins like this? The 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny has recently been the star of high-profile sales, achieving jaw-dropping prices that turn casual collectors into millionaires overnight. Yes, the market is that hot, and demand is relentless. Investors, collectors, and enthusiasts all converge to seize these rare finds. It's not just a penny, it's a chance to rewrite your financial story, to go from pocket change to unimaginable wealth. Are you ready to be that person who discovers hidden treasure and seizes the opportunity? Now, let's sprinkle in a little humor to keep things lively. Imagine telling a friend, "I just found a coin worth more than your house," and watching their eyes widen. It's almost cinematic, isn't it? And yet, this is exactly the world of rare coins, a place where ordinary objects hold extraordinary power. Every coin tells a story, and every mistake in the minting process creates opportunity. The 1984 Lincoln Penny without a mint mark is a perfect example of how small anomalies can become monumental fortunes. Here's another question to consider: what if the coin in your collection is not just rare, but in excellent condition? How do you protect it, grade it, and present it to potential buyers to maximize its value? Professional grading services can certify authenticity and condition, which often increases the selling price dramatically. Think of it as unlocking the full potential of your hidden treasure. The better the presentation, the higher the stakes, and the more competitive the bidding becomes. Wouldn't you want to ensure you never leave money on the table? And let's connect the dots for a moment. You started by holding a simple penny, and now we're talking about a coin that can command 6 or even 7 figures. How incredible is that journey, from your pocket to a millionaire's auction table? It's not a fantasy. Collectors and savvy sellers across the United States are turning overlooked coins into life-changing fortunes. The lesson is clear: knowledge, timing, and action are everything. Ignorance can cost you millions, while attention and strategy can transform your life. Are you ready to take that step? Now, let's close this story with a vision. Picture yourself at an auction, holding your 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln Penny, the room buzzing with anticipation. The gavel strikes, and the coin that once jingled unnoticed in your pocket now sells for the maximum dollar, a testament to the power of rarity, patience, and insight. This isn't just about money, it's about empowerment, discovery, and opportunity. From pocket change to millions, this coin symbolizes the incredible potential hiding in the everyday objects around us. How will you act when opportunity knocks? Will you recognize it, seize it, and claim your share of history and wealth? In the end, the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than a coin. It's a story, a chance, and a reminder that extraordinary value often hides in the most ordinary places. So, the next time you reach into your pocket or your drawer and find a humble penny, ask yourself, could this be the coin that changes everything? Could this simple copper disc be your ticket to the lifestyle you've always dreamed of: wealth, freedom, and a touch of history in your hands? The answer could very well be yes, but only if you pay attention, act wisely, and embrace the opportunity before it slips away. So, are you ready to discover your hidden treasure? Are you ready to transform your coins into life-changing wealth? The 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln Penny awaits, and the question is, will you be the one to claim it? Imagine holding a small coin between your fingers, a coin so ordinary that most people overlook it every day. But what if I told you that this unassuming piece of copper could be the key to a fortune? That's right. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has quietly captured the attention of collectors and investors across the United States. If you've ever wondered how everyday coins can turn into life-changing treasures, then this journey is exactly what you need to hear. Let's start with a question. Have you ever checked your pocket change and wondered, could this be worth something? Most of us toss pennies into jars, forget about them, or use them to buy a gum at the corner store. But hidden among them might be a 1986 Lincoln Penny with a fascinating twist, an error that makes it one of the most sought-after coins in the market today. Imagine picking up a coin that could sell for thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But for the savvy collector or the patient investor, this is very real. Now, let's go back in time to 1986. The United States Mint was producing billions of pennies, each one stamped with the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Yet, somewhere in this massive production, a small number of coins were struck without a mint mark. Normally, a mint mark identifies where the coin was produced: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, but these particular pennies lacked that simple identifier. What does that mean for you today? Scarcity. Rarity. And a ticket to potentially massive profits. Here's where the story gets really exciting. Errors like the 1986 no-mint mark penny are a magnet for collectors. Why? Because they're unique, they're scarce, and they tell a story of human and mechanical imperfection. Each coin carries the history of a moment when the mint's machine skipped a beat, an accidental rarity born in the heart of one of the world's most efficient coin-making facilities. And while most people see just another penny, experts and collectors see opportunity. Imagine holding a coin that could turn a casual hobby into a lucrative investment. How many times in life do we get a chance to turn a few cents into thousands of dollars? You might be thinking, Ray, are you saying I could just dig through my old coins and strike it rich? Well, let's be honest, finding a 1986 no-mint mark penny isn't guaranteed. But what is guaranteed is that understanding its value, recognizing its rarity, and knowing how to sell it can make all the difference. Ask yourself, how do people actually sell rare coins like this? How do you turn an old penny into cash? From auctions to private collectors, there are proven ways to maximize the worth of these hidden treasures. And yes, some coins have sold for prices so high that they could make your jaw drop. Coins that were once overlooked in jars and drawers now command serious attention in the numismatic world. Here's a pattern interrupt for you. Did you know that some collectors would rather eat ramen noodles for a month than miss out on owning a rare penny like this? It's true. The excitement and the rush to secure rare coins drive the market, and timing is everything. That's where you come in. If you have even a hint of one of these coins lying around, you are holding a potential goldmine. But there's a question you must ask yourself: are you ready to turn curiosity into opportunity? Are you ready to go from pocket changes to millions? Now, let's explore the market. Right now, the 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln Penny is in high demand. Collectors are scouring coin rolls, searching online auctions, and visiting coin shops looking for this exact error. The current market value? It's hard to peg an exact number because these coins are rare, and their worth depends on condition, demand, and provenance. But what is clear is this: coins like these don't sit on shelves for long. When the right buyer sees the perfect specimen, the bidding can become fierce. You might wonder, how do I know if my coin is worth selling? How do I even get it appraised without losing its value? These are questions every potential seller must confront, and understanding the process is your first step toward turning that penny into a remarkable profit. Let's talk about emotion for a moment: the fear, the excitement, the urgency. There's a fear in missing out, a thrill in the chase, and a rush when you finally realize that a coin you've had for decades could be worth serious money. This is not just a hobby, this is a journey from discovery to financial empowerment. And it's happening every day in the United States, right under our noses. Ask yourself, are you willing to dig through the past to secure your future? Are you willing to take a moment to check every old coin in your collection, because one small detail could make all the difference? And here's another question to keep you engaged: how do you actually sell old rare coins in the USA? Do you go to an auction house, a local coin shop, or online marketplaces? Each path has its advantages, and knowing which route to take can significantly impact your profit. Some collectors prefer the intimacy of in-person auctions where the thrill of competition drives prices higher. Others leverage online platforms to reach a nationwide, or even global, audience of buyers ready to pay top dollar. But regardless of the method, the key is clear: recognition of rarity, careful preservation, and strategic selling are what separate ordinary sellers from those who make millions. Let's pause for a moment. Picture this: a 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln Penny, shining under a collector's light, its surfaces unmarred, its edges sharp, its rarity unquestionable. Now picture yourself presenting it to an eager buyer, the room buzzing with anticipation. The coin is inspected, examined, verified, and the offer comes. Heart racing, you realize that something you held casually in your hand has now become an instrument of wealth. This is not fantasy, this is the reality for those who understand the value of rare coins and take action. Ask yourself, how would you feel holding a coin worth more than a car, more than a luxury vacation, more than most people earn in a year? here's a final thought to tie it all together. The 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is more than a coin, it's a story, a symbol, and an opportunity. From the hum of the mint machines in 1986 to the hands of eager collectors today, this coin embodies a journey of chance, patience, and vision. It challenges us to look at ordinary objects with extraordinary insight. And for those willing to explore, to research, and to act, it offers a path from small change to monumental value. Think about it, how many opportunities do we encounter in life where a simple discovery can change everything? How many times can a coin from your pocket or jar potentially open doors to financial freedom and wealth beyond imagination? So here's my call to action, take a moment today to check your old pennies. Examine them closely. Look for the 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies that might be hiding in drawers, jars, or boxes. Ask questions, seek expert advice, and understand the marketplace. Because the truth is, while the chance to find one of these coins may seem small, the reward can be extraordinary. And remember, in the world of rare coins, knowledge is power, curiosity pays off, and action transforms potential into reality. Will you let this opportunity pass, or will you discover the hidden fortune waiting in the coins you already own? Imagine this, you reach into your pocket for a coffee, and among your loose change, you pull out a small, copper coin. Nothing unusual, right? Or so you think, until your eyes catch something extraordinary. A 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Yes, the very penny that could change your life. Now, before you laugh and say, it's just a penny, hold that thought. What if I told you that coins like this, hidden in plain sight, are turning ordinary Americans into millionaires? The world of rare coins is a goldmine, and this very penny, overlooked by millions, is sitting right in your hands. Have you ever wondered how ordinary coins become extraordinary fortunes? How could a small copper disc, no bigger than a thumbnail, be worth tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars today? The story of the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is not just about rarity, it's about timing, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. Here's what makes this penny so extraordinary. Normally, pennies minted in 1991 at the Philadelphia Mint don't carry a mint mark. But some coins, due to rare minting errors or striking anomalies, become what collectors crave, the kind of coins that dominate auction floors. Can you feel that rush of excitement imagining holding a piece of history that's so scarce the experts can barely find it? That little copper circle represents more than money, it's a ticket to financial possibility, an object of obsession for collectors, and perhaps the bridge between your loose change and your millionaire dreams. Let's step into Act 1, the world of discovery. Picture yourself sifting through your old coin jar, maybe something you've ignored for years. Among the quarters and nickels, you spot a 1991 Lincoln penny, no mint mark. Your heart skips. You Google it, and suddenly, your casual curiosity explodes into exhilaration. Why is this coin so valuable? How do errors happen at the mint? And most importantly, is this coin in your hand the one that could fetch the maximum dollar at auction? The moment of discovery is magnetic. You can almost feel the energy of thousands of other collectors, each hunting for the same elusive find. And here's the kicker, every penny has a story, and every story has a price, often far beyond what you imagined. Now, let's talk about Act 2, the journey of understanding and opportunity. How does a penny leap from pocket change to a prized collectible? It all starts with rarity and condition. A 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is considered highly desirable among numismatists, because no one expects it to exist without a mint mark. And scarcity drives value. The more collectors crave it, the higher the price climbs. You may be asking yourself, how do I know if my penny qualifies? How can I tell the difference between an ordinary coin and a potentially life-changing one? It's about careful examination. Look at the details, the strike, the luster, the absence of a mint mark. Even the smallest imperfection can distinguish a coin worth hundreds from one worth thousands. And here's the part that makes your palms sweat, some of these pennies have recently sold for the maximum dollar, real, cold, tangible money, proving that the hunt is more than a hobby, it's an investment strategy, but let's pause for a moment. Isn't it funny to think that the same coin you've been ignoring under your couch cushions could now be the very thing that funds your next dream vacation, your retirement plan, or even your child's education? The thrill is real. And here comes a question for you: what would you do if your next trip to the grocery store handed you a coin worth a small fortune? Hold it? Sell it? Or maybe, just maybe, start digging through every jar and drawer you own? That sense of urgency, of missed opportunity, triggers action, and action is what separates dreamers from doers in the coin world. Here's where the excitement intensifies. Selling rare coins in the USA isn't just about listing them online and hoping for buyers. The process is strategic. You want the right auction house, the right appraisal, and, crucially, the right story to sell alongside the coin. How do you sell old, rare coins effectively? Where do you find collectors willing to pay top dollar? How can a simple Lincoln penny from 1991 become the centerpiece of a six-figure sale? These are questions every successful seller faces, and the answers often lie in connections, knowledge, and timing. Auctions are where dreams meet reality, and the 1991 no-mint mark penny thrives in that environment. Imagine the tension of a bidding war, the gavel dropping, the adrenaline pumping, and suddenly, the maximum dollar is yours. Act 3, the transformation. This is where you realize that rare coins aren't just collectibles, they are financial instruments, legacy pieces, and conversation starters rolled into one. Have you ever wondered how to turn pocket change into millions? How to leverage a simple find into lasting wealth? People across the country are doing exactly that, and your 1991 Lincoln penny could be your entry point. You start small, learning about grading, verifying authenticity, understanding market trends. And then, the moment arrives, your coin is recognized for its true value. The excitement, the fear of selling too early, the anticipation of the auction, all culminate in a single life-changing decision. And it's not just about money, it's about empowerment. Knowing that a coin you once overlooked could fund dreams and open doors is intoxicating. Let's not forget the pattern interrupts, the fun moments to keep your attention sharp. Imagine your friends laughing when you tell them a penny could make you a millionaire. A penny? Really? They scoff. But that's the beauty of rare coins, they challenge assumptions. Even humor can't dilute the potential thrill of finding something extraordinary. And now, a question: are you ready to comb through your old jars and boxes? Could your next coffee pocket change be your golden ticket? As we connect all the points, here's the full picture: the 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is more than just copper and zinc. It's a story of rarity, a magnet for collectors, and a doorway to financial possibility. It's about discovery, understanding, and seizing opportunity. How do you sell old and rare coins in the USA? Where do you find the buyers who understand the value? What steps do you take to ensure your coin commands the maximum dollar? Every question you ask pushes you closer to your goal. And while every collector dreams of finding that perfect coin, only those who act, research, and commit turn dreams into reality. So, imagine holding that 1991 penny, feeling its smooth edges and historic weight in your hand. You now understand the journey, from hidden in plain sight, to recognized for rarity, to auctioned for the maximum dollar. It's not just a coin, it's a legacy. And the truth is, people just like you are doing it every day, transforming overlooked pennies into extraordinary fortunes. Don't let your coins sit idly in drawers. The time to act is now, because in the world of rare coins, every moment is a chance missed, or a fortune gained. Ask yourself one last question: what if your next search through old change uncovers a 1991 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, the coin that could finally turn just change into the maximum dollar? The story ends, but the opportunity doesn't. Every coin you own could tell a story, every drawer could hide a fortune, and every auction could mark your entry into a new reality. From pocket change to millions, the journey is waiting. And remember, opportunity favors the bold, the curious, and the patient. Your 1991 Lincoln penny isn't just a coin. It's a possibility, a thrill, and perhaps, the very key to your next extraordinary chapter. Imagine this: you're casually digging through an old jar of pennies you've been saving for years, maybe even tossing a few into the washing machine out of habit. Suddenly, one coin catches your eye. It's gleaming in a way that seems almost unnatural. Could this ordinary little penny, the kind you barely notice in your pocket, be worth tens of thousands of dollars? Welcome to the world of rare coins, where a 2006 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny can transform from everyday pocket change into a symbol of immense wealth. You might be thinking, no way, pennies? Really? But stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal could change the way you look at coins forever. The story of this penny begins in the bustling mints of the United States, where coins are produced in millions every day. Most coins leave the mint looking perfect, destined to quietly circulate through your hands, wallets, and cash registers. But every so often, a tiny error slips through, an imperfection, a misstrike, or a doubling effect. For collectors, these errors are the holy grail, the kind of coins that ignite auctions and command jaw-dropping prices. The 2006 Lincoln Penny error is exactly that, a coin that was accidentally stamped with a flaw that makes it rare, highly sought after, and worth far beyond its 1-cent face value. Now, you might wonder, what exactly makes a 2006 Lincoln Penny stand out from the billions of other pennies in existence? It's all about the mint mark and the nature of the error. This coin features the D mint mark, indicating it was produced in Denver, and bears an anomaly, sometimes a doubled die, sometimes an off-center strike, that collectors immediately recognize as extraordinary. These coins are so scarce that each one is like a tiny golden ticket. Imagine holding something in your hand that, on paper, should be just a cent, but in reality, could fetch tens of thousands of dollars at the right auction. Exciting, isn't it? But here's a question to really reset your perspective: when was the last time you checked the change in your pocket and thought, I could be sitting on a fortune? Most people ignore pennies, but those who recognize opportunity, those who understand the value of rarity, see the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. And this is where the story of the 2006 penny becomes more than just a coin. It becomes a lesson in vigilance, patience, and timing. Picture yourself in the first act of this story, discovery. You're sorting through coins, maybe at home, at a local flea market, or even at your office. Your eye catches a slight doubling on the mint mark. Your pulse quickens. You pull out your phone, search for images, compare, and suddenly, your heart skips a beat. Could it really be? This is the moment of potential, the moment that separates those who walk past opportunity from those who seize it. And let me tell you, the thrill of that discovery is addictive. There's a reason collectors describe it as finding treasure in plain sight. Now, let's move into Act 2, the realization of value. Once the penny is identified as a rare 2006 error, the next questions naturally arise: how do you sell it? How do you ensure you get the maximum value? How do you avoid the pitfalls that can strip away your potential millions? These are exactly the questions that flood the mind of any collector who suddenly realizes they might hold a fortune. Do you approach a local coin shop? Do you trust online auctions? Or do you navigate the high-stakes world of professional grading companies, where authentication can mean the difference between thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars? Let's pause for a moment. Here's a humorous thought to lighten the tension. Imagine showing this penny to your friends, and they laugh, saying, "That old penny? You're rich." And you smile, knowing a secret that could turn laughter into awe at the next auction. The truth is, the journey from pocket change to millions is paved with knowledge, patience, and an eye for quality. And this is precisely what makes the 2006 Lincoln Penny error so exhilarating. It represents opportunity, foresight, and the thrill of the chase. Now, how do you transform this discovery into actual wealth? Step 1: Authentication. Professional grading companies can certify the coin, confirming its error and rarity. Step 2: Strategic selling. Many collectors achieve maximum value by entering high-profile auctions where competitive bidding drives prices sky-high. Step 3: Timing. Rare coins, especially those in mint condition with unique errors, often see their value increase over time. So, patience isn't just a virtue here, it's potentially millions of dollars in waiting. By now, you might be asking yourself, how many people are actually selling coins like this? How do you navigate this market without getting lost? And most importantly, how do ordinary Americans transform jars of pennies into a potential legacy of wealth? These questions aren't just hypothetical, they're real considerations for anyone sitting on unassuming coins with hidden value. The answer is simple but powerful: research, connection with reputable collectors, and strategic auction participation. Act 3, the culmination, is where the magic happens. You've authenticated your 2060 Lincoln Penny, positioned it in an auction, and waited. The tension builds as bids climb, sometimes doubling in minutes, until finally, the hammer falls. Your penny, once worth just a cent, has now achieved its maximum potential dollar value. For some, this is more than money, it's a symbol of vision, patience, and the courage to see value where others see none. And the story doesn't end there. Each sale, each auction, teaches you more about the market, the nuances of rare coins, and the incredible thrill of turning pocket change into a substantial fortune. Let me ask you this: are you ready to explore your own collection? Are you ready to dig through jars, drawers, and boxes to find the hidden gems that could transform your financial future? How many pennies have you overlooked simply because they seemed ordinary? How many chances have you passed by because the opportunity was disguised as everyday life? The 2060 Lincoln Penny era is more than just a rare coin, it's a reminder that wealth can be found in the most unassuming places. From humble pennies to auctions that sell for maximum dollars, the journey from pocket change to millions is real, accessible, and waiting for those who act. And the most powerful part? This isn't just about coins. It's about seeing opportunity, taking action, and claiming what is rightfully yours in a world full of overlooked treasures. So, what are you waiting for? Start examining your pennies. Start asking questions. Seek out grading companies, reach out to reputable coin dealers, explore auctions, and immerse yourself in the world of rare coins. Every coin has a story, and every story has potential. That ordinary penny in your pocket, in your jar, or on your desk could very well be the one that changes everything. The maximum dollar value isn't just a number, it's a testament to vision, diligence, and the thrill of discovery. In the end, the 2060 Lincoln 1-cent penny era teaches us a timeless lesson: wealth often hides in plain sight, waiting for the discerning eye, the courageous soul, and the patient collector to uncover it. And when you do, the rewards can be extraordinary. So look closely, think boldly, and take action. The coins you dismiss today could very well make you a millionaire tomorrow.